So you are building characters as you go.
Or it could be read just by one person too.
There's Nick too.
No,
I'm
that's
bringing in
Nikki.
Nikki, what's happening? Because I know Nick Milet's coming in. Nikki, how
Yeah.
you doing? And Jing says, of course, she would love it. Jing, I'll be getting a hold of you very soon to get going on this. We'll be doing. I know there's. Oh,
If that's for me, I'm not here.
Jesus, I do feel like I'm back in the 1970s and 50s now. So what we're gonna do, I don't care if there's 3 stories that come out in a day, or 1 story per month, but there will be stories for everybody. Right now, there are 3 coming out right now. Darren Buss has Jing says hello, Nikki. Nikki is actually in Australia. There's my mom. She says hello.
That's why she's on the other side of the car.
Everybody take a listen in here and out. Carmen, Jing, everybody, Ray. My mom is going through a surgery tomorrow. Wish her good luck.
Prayers, hugs, and love.
Indeed. Indeed.
You know I love you, Mom.
She's a huge part of this network through and through. And give her the best spirit you can to get her through this. She will. Strong. So Jing, yes, that's what we're doing. And that's the Fireside Tales. I know we got 3. I'm going to give a little bit of insight of mine tonight. Darren, Buss, Tom, and myself have the first 3 coming out. I could tell you this. Insane Joe, Tom, Darren, Dustin are a big part of my story. Not for who they are as people, but their characters in general. Insane Joe will die in my story.
Well, we all will.
He will go out fucking amazing. I can tell you this. I already have it in here. I'm going to give out the synopsis a little bit later. I can tell you these shows are rated R. Here she says, love you all. Thank you. Indeed. And right on screen, best of luck, Patricia. All that. Hello, Patricia. Yeah, you'll be fine in that thing. Don't worry about it. And BB3 will be right here waiting for you.
We didn't say he was the first to go. We just said that he will.
Who?
Carmen said, oh, dang, poor Joe's the first to go.
He's not the first to go. I'm just giving little secrets away. Joe will die in the story. And his name is Insane Joe in the story. There's also, so let me go through a character list with you in a moment of my story, but I'm not going to give away the whole thing. Just so you guys understand what's going on. Jing, right to you. So each story, everything's rated R on BB3, but not everything's going to be crazy. So not everything's also going to be horror. I could tell you, I'm going balls to the wall with my story. And Tom goes, holy fuck, I'm not sure about this. And I'm just saying I'm running with it. And I mean that. You should talk to it. I'm finding fish. Hey, man, if you ever want a part of us, let us know. You could be part of the Fireside Tales. Ray, you're always part of us. So, are we going in black shades? Fuck.
I don't know. I just happen to have mine right here.
Hold on.
No, I'm out. Give me 5 minutes.
Oh my God, are they those glasses that go over glasses?
That's cool.
And in black shades. Shit.
Nice.
Just built a lot of things on that one last time. Everyone's in black shades again. Okay. So where was I getting at, Tom?
Your story.
Everything is kind of like rated R. Anyone could do what they want. Here's a list of my characters so far. Let me go through this.
Maybe we could do it 80s style.
Might have to do that to see this shit. So I'm assuming my story will be called The Unkind Bikers. Not sure yet. I'm a little
Sounds interesting.
on the balancing. The Unkind Bikers. Anyway, here's a character list so far. Let's go down here just so I could show you here. Look.
Sorry, a bit noisy.
This is almost. So there's a character list. All right. So here are the biker chicks. Sadel, Celeste, Andrika, Chevelle, Svatkava, Ginge, Syria, and Araya. Right? The biker girls.
They sound like stripper names.
They do.
So here are the biker guys. Deuces, Walken, Bushroot, Chaos, Hizzy, Pickles, Bus, Insane Joe, Dylan, and Dillinger. Dylan Dillinger don't
Ooh,
exist.
Peter's good.
They're just made up characters. And we got bar owner, bar randoms, and then a guy named Frog in a bar called Frogs out somewhere in the West.
Call it Froggies.
Maybe.
Froggy's Hop House.
My shades are in the house. Well, go get them on.
You said
Jesus, what are you
Mr.
waiting
Shades.
for?
Mr. Shades.
Oh, Mr. Shade. Mr. Shades in that. See, I got to take these off and do this. The 80s.
Yeah.
They are pretty dirty. Look at that shit.
Wow, you got a longer nose than I do. I can't go down that far.
Longer nose? I don't have a longer nose.
Well, it's longer than mine. Mine's like this little button nose Irish guy nose.
So was my other longer.
Yeah, well, your
My
other
wire.
longer.
My wire over here.
So was my other longer. It's-
Jesus Christ. Let me just go get one of their glasses.
Oh, besides, it depends on how you use it, people.
Chaos.
chaos.
It's chaos. She's
Oh, I was gonna say I don't see him. What are you talking about?
no.
Let me
It's
just put the Italian
Chaos
glasses
is a
on.
friend of ours.
Yeah.
So yeah, chaos is actually part of it. And when it comes down to it, when you make the characters Deucin and Walken and Chaos, we're part of the Unright family.
Chris.
All right. What's happening, buddy? We're just talking about the Fireside Tales. Someone got to help Dom. Yeah.
Wow, you're into this, people.
Hooked on phonics never worked for me.
Pihonics never worked for you?
So let me ask everybody a question here. Actually, everybody in the comment section here, what's your thoughts on the Fireside Tales? And how do you think it's going to work out?
I think it can be very cool myself
But why?
because it adds an element that we don't have on the internet, which is audio, which allows your mind to make up the picture. It allows your mind to make up the imagery in your head of the story, so you get your own rendition of each one of those characters, even though they may be named after all of us. In your mind, they may not look like them. And hopefully they don't, because we don't need anybody picturing all of us.
Right.
In
No,
biker clothes.
I think that's
You
a very
get
good point.
nightmares picturing you, Tom.
Joe. Well, thank you.
I can't.
I did my job. Joe, how
Plug
do
in the
you feel
Tom
about,
Hub, we're good.
how do you feel about the Fireside Tales and what we're going to do here?
Yeah,
'Cause
it
you're
sounds
as
like-
big as BB3 now as anyone. You're a big
It
part of this
sounds,
network.
it sounds like a pretty interesting idea if
Yeah.
you had enough creative people to help you.
Well, that's the point. When BB3 came together, Ajing, Tom, Dustin, all of the ones fallen. You know what I mean? All the fallen. It was supposed to be the creative team to push this fucking rocket ship to the sky and never come back down. It's still going up. We just knocked off a couple boosters.
Yeah, well, sometimes you got to do that, you know.
So the Fireside Tales was something that comes to term with what we love. Story is amazing. Everybody loves entertainment, right? And we take the people around us, and I said this, and as I get into people like who gave us problems and shit later, without mentioning names, I was given a message that said, this is not the right time to do the Fireside Tales. I think it's a bad idea. I don't give a fuck what you think. Everybody wants entertainment. We are not a set network for what you think should be. We are a network for variety, and I believe story is key with everything we
Yes.
do.
Absolutely.
And
Yep.
with that element of allowing people to control the imagery in their head. I mean, it's also very similar to, like, and not to keep relating things back to horror, but when you think back to the early horror movies, what they didn't show you was the part that was the scary.
Well,
Right.
it
You know?
sounds like what you want to do. Okay, let me put this in some perspective. Maybe
Synopsis.
Good. And then I'll tell you where you're wrong.
the simpletons can understand.
Yeah.
But it sounds like you want to create like a story that's based on like the seven, where you're telling a story in a setting like that where it was like only radio.
Yeah.
All right. And you want the person to use their imagination, which people nowadays don't have one. So you're going to be hard to find those.
Well, we'll be helping them, but with sound effects and stuff.
Right. But it's like the radio days when it was just a radio and they created a panic by what was that?
War
War of the
War of
Worlds.
the Worlds.
Wars of the World, right?
Very first
They did the
spaceship landed in
radios-
Van Ness Park.
Right. And they created a panic. That's like the kind of thing you want to do.
Yeah. I think it's absolutely what we're going to do.
Well,
but not with the whole
I wish
panic.
you luck. And
What do you mean wish me luck? Us luck. It's us luck. You're BB3. You're going to make a story too, damn it.
I don't have that kind of an imagination.
Well, Joe, here's why you're going to be a part of it. You're going to do the voice of Insane Joe on this story I'm going to do.
I mean,
I wouldn't have it any other way.
See, if it was like creating a haunted house, I could do that. I've got a fucked
We'll
up
get to that one
imagination
later. That was
to
our
where-
failed attempt.
where
in
I can be
BB3.
demented to be able to scare kids to the point that they'll cry, and even
So-
mommies.
So write
Well-
that all down.
See,
Yeah.
in doing the voice, the beautiful thing is that this, as I said, will be recorded content, so
Yeah.
we'll be able to edit it. So you can do like 5, 6,
Yep.
7, 8 takes of something, and then we'll just harvest the best ones out of all of them and
Yeah.
put it together, and it'll
When-
sound fluid.
When Joe accepted that invitation to BB3, he's part of it. Hey, Salty Nuts, what do you think of the Fireside Tales?
I love them.
Yeah,
I love the idea.
sure.
It's
Hit us.
very
And,
cool.
and I listen to a lot of radio on my drive every day that's like that, where you just gotta like imagine. So I like the idea.
Good,
So you could download the Fireside Tales and listen to them while you drive.
indeed.
Exactly,
How would you
and
like?
I would.
So, you know, you like the idea. Would you ever want to be a part of it?
Sure,
Okay,
I'd give it a shot.
good. And it's not something like you have to be a host on BB3 or nothing like that. We're just saying all entertainers, everybody who enjoys this, who wants to hear it, and this will get to my point in a moment too, where it's like this is the knife that I stuck in the conversation with Tom and I earlier. I want you to be a part of it because this is what you love. This is what you remember. Key word there, remember. Right? Everybody think about this, remember. So BB3 is going back to the word remember. So when you think of times, ahead of us, probably everything now sucks. And you sit a lot of times and you miss a lot of shit, right? A lot of shit, there's nostalgia, all that. I don't give a fuck about the new crowds. I don't give a fuck about bringing in these kids. I don't give two shits about any of that. These new flyers that we're making on BB3 will go back to old school concert settings. The flyers that we had as kids growing up, or everything that we love and we miss. BB3 is sitting in the 90s, 80s in the remembrance of fucking story and shit. We don't give a fuck about Huck, that fucking
Oh,
TikTok hoe that's going around. We don't give a
Oh
shit
my
about that.
God.
We're going right back to fucking nostalgia and story and variety entertainment, and we are sticking with our age range because you know what? That's what we're gonna fucking die with. That's what we grew up with, and that's what we're gonna stick with. If any of these new kids want to sit and learn with us, fucking join the school, man. That's all we got to say. But fucking, I'm sure that was a really lame fucking line to all these pricks that are out. Oh, we're gonna join the school. Yeah, right here. But I only give a fuck about our audience base, our age range, and the fucking people we grew up with and the people who mentored us. That's the fucking people I want to entertain. And that's the people I'm going to die with, you know?
Yep. Love it. Love it.
Yeah, you could actually, yeah, we could do that. As soon as you get out, we can write
Yeah,
that.
you can't be one of the biker freaks, though.
Hi, this is Darren. Actually, Darren Buss right there.
There he is.
He's actually got the third story.
Man on the road.
And I wanted you on here just to fucking give a little synopsis of your story, but that's okay, brother. I got your back here because tonight's the whole first half of the show is literally about the Fireside Tales.
Wait a minute. Wait 1 fucking minute.
What?
Put that back up there. What?
What? He's always here.
But what about this
He said,
guy?
what about Tom?
Oh,
Tom don't count.
Robert.
Yes, I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I count.
He said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Robert, write a 6 in there if you want to join us. Actually, I would love to hear your opinions on this.
And Tom.
And Tom.
Send him a
Tom
link.
can count to 20 and a half when he's naked.
He says my throat is hurting tonight. Probably you should leave some things fucking unsaid.
I thought you said you were on the road.
Yeah. All right, Robert White, send him a link. He said 6. So the 6 and the 12. Think about that. I got you 6. You got my back. Always.
There you go.
Nikki, what do you think of the Fireside Tales?
I think it's going to be fucking awesome.
All right.
And why?
Well,
Yes, I swore.
And we're not going to move on to the next subject. Or actually, we're not going to move on to the next subject. We're going to keep talking about the Fireside Tales. I'm going to talk about my story a little bit. I'm going to get I want everybody's opinion on it. Not that it's really going to fucking matter because I'm still putting it out there, but I'm going to ingest a little bit of it to add to it, but not take out. I refuse to take shit out. We're going to talk about this because Tom and I talked about this. He says maybe certain words you shouldn't use and shit like that. But I'm not appetizing to this fucking pussy crowd. There's Robert White. Bring him in. Nick Muley, I don't know if he has a spot anymore. I didn't think I paid that much money enough to.
No, we can do more than 6. We can do 9 at least.
9.
Okay.
Yeah.
6, 9. Good.
Great number.
Nikki, let us hear us a little bit more about why you think this is good. I really want to hear your opinion. Truly.
I think it's. Oh, far out! You put me in the spot.
you put her on the spot.
You put me in the spot. No, I think
You really want me to put you on the spot? Watch this. Hold on. How do I make this fucking thing bigger? There
you go.
Nah, it's all good. I think it'll be.
That's
at least
funny.
we can ourselves and not be judged, and we can go back to old school, and you don't have to watch out what you say. And yeah.
Indeed. That's a strong statement. Go back to old school and really enjoy it. Robert, what do you think about this?
I've only just come into it, so I'm not too sure what you're on about.
So we're talking about the Fireside Tales. Tom, actually explain it. You've explained it pretty good.
So the Fireside Tales is basically it's a radio style program where there will be like a static image up there. But mostly it's the story that's going on. Like it might be a picture of a radio or whatever. But the focus of the story is the audio, and we're going to try to have as many people as we can come in and do voiceovers. So we're going to write like stories in the form of scripts. Okay. And somebody will be the narrator, which is usually going to be, I guess, the person that writes the story. And I mean, they could be anything. It could be horror, it could be suspense, it could be drama, it could be comedy, it could be anything. Could lead to nowhere. Could be a show about nothing. You know, I mean,
so going back to the like the Dick Tracy,
yes,
Hold on one second,
1950s.
My computer is wanting to restart in 5 minutes. I may lose you guys for a minute.
You can tell it to not.
But it's not. It's telling me it's going to update outside active hours. Estimate 5 minutes. I told it not to.
You can't. Yeah, it'll keep coming back, and you just say to delay or something.
I'm just saying okay. I'll just keep delaying. How annoying is that? So anyway, yeah, Robert, what we're doing is going back to old school radio where you get to sit and listen to stories. Because here's the thing, too. Let's really throw a grenade in there, right? Not all of us make a lot of money. Not all of us can make a fucking motion picture. We are still in the process of making our motion picture right now, and I still got to get a lot of the funding to fucking do that. It takes a lot of time to do it, even if it's a fucking less than an hour movie.
That's a hairy
I'm gonna try to make it a little more. So,
oh no,
somebody else has just popped in here. There, Darren Bust.
Hello.
Okay, good. Darren,
hello.
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here because we're going to talk about this. So, I want people to enjoy variety so much that we are going to make a motion picture without a motion picture, and we're going to use the entire talent of BB3 and the people you resource outside of this network, such as yourself, such as Nikki, who is not part of BB3, such as Chris, who really want to fucking watch and thrive in everything that you put your time in, to take your time out to watch us. Now you can become a part of it. This is how. So we buy the editing software. I bought it. We buy everything. Fucking microphones, everything we need. Now we can create a story and you go back and listen to it. We did it anyway as kids. Now we could fucking really do it. And now people buy audiobooks and shit. It's the same shit. And we're making a story and we're sticking together. That was my whole fucking point of this.
Darren likes it.
Hold fucking shit.
Darren,
Everybody likes
Darren,
it.
what is your point of the Fireside Tales? Why do you like it? Why do you hate it? Why do you think it's going to work?
Well, sorry, yeah, my throat is killing me. I don't know what I fucking did. I did something while I was driving.
Hey, $20 is $20.
Hey, man.
Where the fuck is your brain at?
Where is it always?
In the gutter.
In the gutter. Anyway,
5 floors up. Yeah.
I just got back from Milwaukee from seeing my wife. It's a challenge. You really got to put your creative aspect into the campfire stories. Like I told Dom before last week, I was thinking about it, and it's like, okay, something came to me as I was taking a shower. So, and usually that's what happens: either taking a shower or taking a shit. Something comes to my head, and I have to move forward with it.
Yeah.
But that's just usually how things come to your brain. Now, can anyone else relate to that or not? Or is it?
I absolutely
Yes.
can. I lay at night and fucking stories come to me. I sit in the shower and fucking stories come to me. I get pissed off in the middle of the night because stories are coming to me, and I said, "You're gonna remember in the morning," and fucking don't remember a dickin' thing. So I gotta stay the fuck up and write. That's how my first story came to me. Oh, we're gonna talk about fucking whores and Nazis. Wait till you fucking hear this thing.
So it's like, yeah. So okay. So I'm gonna make this more of a horror story. About a family that basically goes to the woods in Colorado.
All right, so wait a minute. You're giving away your story right quick. Okay, you're going to do the first
That's
synopsis,
as far
right?
as it's going. I haven't even gotten.
All right, so Darren, start over. So he's going to give away the first kind of hint. Go ahead, Darren.
The hint of my story is a family in the woods based in Colorado. And that's where I'll leave it.
Okay. Tom?
My story, while I do not have the words written out, I do have the ideas in my head, and the words will just flow when they happen.
Very true, because it's the same. I'm kind of stuck right now.
Yeah, it's once I start, it's just gonna flow, and that's just the way it always is with me on that. So I can tell you what it will be surrounding. Obviously, it's going to be surrounding a place that I'm very familiar with, and I'm not going to say what place. I'm not going to say what place because I'm sure most people who know me and know all the different stories I've talked about. Huh?
What strip club?
Well, it depends on which one you. No.
Be careful.
It may or may not have something to do with the park, but that's where the similarities between reality and the story end. This is while it's not going to be directly horror related, it's going to be more of a mind twist, suspenseful kind of thing. Not quite a Night Shyamalan.
So it's a mind fuck, is what you're saying.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, like I mean. There may be some things involved that are of beyond human reality. Are they monsters? Not necessarily. Are they ghosts? God damn it, no. We're not doing paranormal.
But we might.
No. It's not going to be paranormal related.
Tom won't.
Although some might perceive it as that. But it's oh god, I don't know how much I can say or not say of what's going on in my head
because you're gonna change things. Just say
well, yeah, things do change, but we'll say they're of.
Tom, let me ask you a question. What the fuck will make me want to watch your story?
Oh,
it's Tom's word.
Wait a minute.
Well, actually, let me rephrase that. What the fuck will make me want to listen to your story?
Okay.
Is there going to be sex in it?
Oh, not in mine. Not in mine. No.
It might be in mine. I don't know.
There might be in some other stories that are coming too.
Actually, we should do a little thing. Mr. Potty Mouth.
If you hear howdy ho,
yeah.
That's how you fund it. $1 every time somebody cusses.
But right. It will definitely be of things beyond human reality. We'll say, not monsters, not ghosts, I may
He's phasing
actually make up my own type of, I guess for lack of a better word, my own type of cryptid of sorts.
Lake creatures.
So you're saying we're
need
supposed
to
to
be
smoke
involved.
pot while you read it?
You can. I mean, it wouldn't hurt.
I say mushrooms. Fuck it.
Then you'll be fully immersed.
You know how it is
That
when
does fit in with his park.
with the Wizard
thing.
of Oz
Yeah.
when you watch
It will fit in with it since the
Mhm.
park has a garden that is related to Alice in Wonderland,
Exactly.
mushrooms. The
I heard
worm,
something
the-
completely different there, which would be a great story. The Wizard of Pot. Joe, your story.
That's it right there.
That's pretty
Really?
awesome. All right, I'd watch it. The intriguing, the nostalgia back and the mystery of what the hell am I gonna watch in this garden?
You just don't know, man.
There should be a chess game though to the end this fucking thing. Oh, did I just ruin the story or did I just end it? I don't even know what his story is. He hasn't told me.
That's all part of it. Like like I said, I don't have a structure yet. I know everything I want in it. I just don't have the words or the structure, but I know the story.
So before we go into it, I want to say, before we go into mine, I want to say, Darren and Tom, thank you for fucking believing in the Fireside Tales and pushing this forward as we're going. No, I was going to say, I thought Nick was out, but thank you for believing in the Fireside Tales and pushing this forward. Darren actually surprised me the other day. He goes, I started writing Fireside Tales. I'm like, fucking thank you, man. Like in my head, I'm like, the minute I saw that, it like hit me in the guts. I'm like, okay, everybody now is taking this serious and knows where it could go. Now the fucking story, like everybody who watches, everything's going to come together. I said, Darren, who are you going to pick for voiceovers? I haven't thought of it yet. Fuck it. I don't care. As long as you're writing. And that's awesome. Now I'm bringing thought to Darren. Like he's thinking structure, story, everything. Tom's thinking again. Like fucking, I love it. This is all coming together the way we planned it from the start.
It's just gonna take a while because ideas take a while to make stories.
Just take a while. Who gives a shit? Just take a while.
And I sent my piece over to a friend of mine, and I said, "So what do you think about this?" And I said,
Yeah.
"Please don't laugh." And she texted me back, and she's like, "You could write a book."
Yep.
There you go.
So now you're getting different aspects of the art that you can do. And now this is the point of everything that we can do. We're triggering things that we already have as artists. That was the whole point.
It's basically what it is the way I'm taking the approach is when you listen to baseball games.
Sure.
Listen to Bob Uecker. What does Bob Uecker do? He gives you who's up the plate, how things are going. It's all about description of what
He's
you're
Mr.
doing.
Baseball.
Yeah.
Just
all-
a bit outside.
It's
Hey,
all
you
about
sound
description.
good. You like
And
that.
people
Hey.
can visualize as to what you're writing. They can visualize in their head who these people are because you got to give description of what the person looks like so they can get in their head what they look like.
Exactly.
Yep.
And then structure about how try to make a plot, but not a confusing plot.
Sure. And because the imagination is working, you can go as far as you want. You don't need to spend the funding on visual effects. You could put it in words, and your movie is in your head.
Yep.
Yeah.
You said it.
Yep.
This is why this is so great. Think
And
about
everyone will get the same information, but they'll have their own images.
that.
Right.
They'll have themselves.
You can have all your own
Sure.
images of what you want this
Yeah.
person to look like.
So let me give you a little blueprint of how I came up with this too. My poetry books that I wrote, every one of them are not titled. None of it's titled. Everything is to decipher how you want. So every poem can mean a different meaning to everybody. Exactly the point of when you make these visuals as far as what this character looks like. Now I've said my entire character list. I'm going to see as Dom, fucking Deuces, Insane, and Chaos, and everybody, and Dizzy, and Pickles, and Bus, you know, as we Dust, or Darren, you're going to die too.
Y'all gotta go.
Insane Joe is going to die, but I
That's what I
promise you,
said,
you're going to
yeah.
die in this one too, and you're going to do all your own voiceovers. So I'll read the first thing I sent to Tom without giving one thing away. So I'm laying in bed one night, and
That's what he said.
love it. Just listen.
I don't
Right
know.
here. The Unkind Bikers, SS Horrors, Witchcraft, and Sacrifices. The bikers are bad dudes out to slay another biker gang made of Nazi, satanic, gypsy, witch horrors on the night of Samhain. In an old desert town around 1985, the witches plot the sacrifice of the old town pumpkin patch during the traditional town festivities. The sacrifice will be surrounded around old Nazi relic that gypsies obtained on their travels. They will use the sacrifice to activate the power supposedly hidden inside the relic. The thought being all the power of Nazi Germany into one band of gypsies. However, the power electrifies through the pumpkin patch. The power did not go as planned as the pumpkins take shape as rise as what? Woo, baby!
Sounds like
And I can tell you this.
Pumpkin
There's
Nazis?
a shit ton more.
Wow.
Pumpkin Nazis?
Anyway,
That's my first story coming out.
yeah,
soon.
I gave the background ambience. I was trying to do that with Darren's story, but it ended real quick. I was like, oh, never mind.
Well, it's because I don't know. We'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
It's just gonna take time.
Indeed.
And I have music actually planned in my head of how I want music to be played in it.
Nice.
But I have to go through Epidemic Sound and through all that stuff. So
That's awesome. Dude, you got the fucking plan. That's all that counts. You got the plan. You've made the blueprint. You've registered it, and you've made action. Done deal. You've got to finish it now, or it's going to be personal.
right. So what time did I send that stuff to you, Dom?
What? 4 days ago? 3?
No, what time of the day?
Time? Oh, super early.
Was it super early? I thought I sent you something super late, like midnight.
I don't know. Let me look. I thought it
Well,
was.
that's
like
all
super-
perception of time, you know.
Yeah, it's perception. I mean, if it was like midnight and 1 minute, that's super
I'm-
early.
I'm sitting in a chair at work at like 5:30, and then I'm
sleeping, I know
writing
that.
you, and
I know
then
he
you
was
write
sleeping.
me instantly. You're the only one that gets back to me instantly.
Ooh,
Like 5:30, 4:30 in the morning, because I'm at
Oh.
work.
yeah,
I'm getting ready for work.
I'm at work at 4 a.m.
I'm
Yeah.
asleep.
Fuck that.
My next story idea. Let's see. My next story idea I got as a gamer, as it comes to it. Ray, you should write Tom or myself. We'll help you. We've got a little format to actually make this make it alive for you. I got your back. Always got your back. You've been here. He's been here since day one, huh? Even through
Yeah.
the old networks.
Yeah, he came from the old networks.
Yeah.
He was
That's
actually on one of the old networks for a little bit.
Are you scratching your head with a boomerang?
I am.
Holy fuck!
He's doing that. He's doing that in honor of Nikki.
Yeah.
Two. Wait a minute. 2 Australians.
Mhm.
You're in between 2 Australians.
Oh wait, and Robert. I'm sorry.
Holy Christ! If that is not the most gangster thing I've seen all day.
I didn't even think about that when I picked it up.
Well, it's going to come back to me. So,
It is. It will always come back to you.
The next time you guys fucking get on the chat together on this line, I need Chris to throw it. I need a fucking boomerang to go behind Nikki, come across fucking Robert, and back in his hands.
That'd be fucking
That's
awesome.
some serious magic there, buddy.
Jesus Christ. So what do you guys think of that story I just told you? Shit or not? Please say
I like
shit. Yeah, you like it?
it's going to be
I
good.
like that.
Good.
I mean, you have it. Yeah.
I'm really diving deep. I'm gonna fucking hit a lot of subjects in this. Tom, what's one of the subjects that you think I should take out? Because we've already talked about it. I think we should bring it up. Honestly, let's just go right into it.
Well, it's not so much a subject as it is a word,
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
and it's a word that will probably some women will have a problem with.
Oh,
You haven't read the rest. There's a lot other different words in there too now.
Oh, is there? I didn't read the very
C
last.
word? That's actually my
No.
favorite word, the C word. It's actually
No, it was
not
a P word.
The P word. He wants to say the P word. I say the word pussy in it.
Yeah.
But it's meant in a way that you're gonna. It's meant in a
Well,
way.
maybe
It's
he's
not,
referring to a cat.
it's not
Doesn't
calling
bother me. So.
anybody a pussy. It is dealing with one.
No, it's the
Well,
actual
in health.
body part of a
Yeah.
woman.
That's nice.
Sammy
not
can't make it.
Sensitive. This is parental advisory. as
Right,
it is.
Advisory. Yeah.
Yep.
It is.
In the
So if
corner.
they don't like it, they can turn it
Plus,
off.
you've got
Yeah.
that.
Right above Joe.
Yeah.
But it all depends on what woman you have reading that part as to whether or not she will or won't say it.
But
Yeah.
but does she get turned on by it though?
Yes.
Maybe.
So you just
Maybe
don't
she
know.
gets turned sideways. We don't know.
I'm not even lying to you. No, there's heavy sex in this. There's heavy killing. There's heavy blood. There's not so much cursing, in a way. It's more
You're doing
so
that
like
right now.
I know I fixed that now, but like no, there's heavy like lesbian thing. Like I don't know if that's a word you can even say anymore.
Well,
There's
yeah,
girls on
yeah.
girls.
Say that.
But it's probably going to be an hour 45 minutes heavily the whole story. Darren, how long you think yours is going to be?
I don't know. Maybe if I make it to an hour and 20 minutes, hour 25 minutes, it'd be all right.
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm hitting to. Tom, what do you
Because
think?
most
mine's
movies are
gonna be-
what, an hour and 30 minutes.
Mine's gonna be as short, like more so in the style of like I said, like Twilight Zone thing, where it's like little, you know what I mean, little story. It's
That's
not gonna
cool.
be as short as a Twilight Zone episode, or not episode, but story, we'll say. But like,
Cool.
I don't know. We'll say within
45
probably
minutes
within the
or so,
half
like
hour
an
mark.
episode, without
So here's a
commercials.
little secret I'm going to give everybody about my stories and the rest of my stories. I'm going to keep every goddamn one of them in the same world. Somehow.
Nice.
Everything will connect at least for a season.
Mine might have a little bit of weather, like tornadoes or something like that. I might throw something like that in there.
It's cool.
Might have some
Possible.
killing in there. I'm not sure.
Speaking of that, Darren, did you get hit?
No, we got nothing.
You got nothing?
No, it all went south. Went south
Did it?
to Milwaukee.
Okay.
Is that your foot on the screen?
Who, me?
No, Darren.
No, it's a finger.
Oh,
Man, we
I
had
say he's
siren
really
out there.
just chilling.
Very
We
flexible.
had
I mean,
siren.
I've seen Tom legs, but I've never seen a foot yet.
Yeah, the
We're
hell.
not doing that tonight.
It got pretty wicked here.
Yeah, I think
And Mickey's
so.
feet.
We were just at the jail yesterday in the afternoon, and then we left before everything started hitting. In fact, it was so funny that me and my friend Aaron were talking about tornadoes and about
Toast. Chris,
Janesville
toast. One more time.
on the way home, and here Janesville got hit.
Yeah, I saw that.
So
Yeah.
it was kind
Marshall,
of ironic that we're talking about it, and it actually happened.
yeah, well,
Right.
we were see. I was concerned about the one that was touchdown in Marshall.
Ooh.
It was hitting right. It was heading right towards Waterloo, which is where Mark is. So it was heading right towards him, and then after Waterloo, it looked like it was going to hit us in Lake Mills.
Yeah.
Waterloo couldn't escape if I wanted
But
to.
Spencer, Iowa got just absolutely leveled.
Oh,
They are just completely underwater. The
A lot
whole
of storms
thing.
going through United States. Huh? The fuck?
And what I just learned,
We got
tonight,
some pretty
too,
bad
is
ones in the
that,
last week.
well, you could bet that anybody that goes down to the the property Beast of Bray Road, that's probably completely fucking underwater
Oh
right
yeah,
now
without a doubt.
down there in Elkhorn.
It's going to be 104.
It's all
What I
low-lying
did learn
areas.
today, though, is that the tornado alley, so to speak, is making a shift.
Yep.
Wisconsin is in part of it now.
Stay
Yeah.
safe.
And
It scares the hell out of my wife because we're think about this. Our police truck, our what is that? It's a Ford Explorer, Police Interceptor Ford Explorer.
Interceptor.
Being reinforced body and everything is probably the safest place for us to be when storms hit.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm
Because
gonna ask everybody a question about this.
we have no basement.
Uh-oh, what's happening?
The high winds could destroy this whole trailer. You know.
I'd stayed outside and watch it.
Delay it.
Oh, I did. I was outside watching. I actually was out there with my cell phone filming it.
Do you live on Tornado
Oh, my.
Alley?
I watched that.
Oh, do you crazy fuckers live in Tornado Alley?
It's shifted to come up our way now. Yeah.
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 So what? Here's my question. I live in Florida, shithole, hurricanes. Why the fuck do we live here? I don't want to live here, but I want to move to a place that has earthquakes. Why the fuck do you guys stay in a place that's like danger, like Tornado Alley? Is it that gorgeous and shit, or is it that cool? What the fuck?
I'm
Why
a
do we want to
tornado
live in
guy.
dangerous places?
I'm a
Next
tornado-
subject. Here we are.
I like the storms.
Yeah.
And Tom lives in Philly, fucking Kensington. What the fuck is
You
your
know,
problem?
And that
Shitstorm
But I
altogether.
hate
not only
snow. That's
not
the
only
thing. I
the
hate snow.
the storms, I really like the storms because they put me to sleep after I'm done watching it. But the thing is, Wisconsin does have a lot of beautiful places to see
Yeah.
and visit.
And cheese.
And cheese.
Don't
Yeah.
let that confuse you.
Even race it.
Yeah, well, you know, the University of Madison's on the top 10 for what is it? For drinking.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So is Oshkosh.
It's the Milwaukee
Madison,
Bears.
Wisconsin is?
Yeah.
Well,
We're
all the
we're
beer
top
that comes
state
out of
for the most part.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So, real quick, just to take a step back to the stories conversation.
Oh, correct.
And Dom, you said that all your stories are going to take place in the same world.
Yeah.
It spurned an idea
Okay.
It's perfect idea.
of why not, like if you're doing them, I'm doing them, Darren's doing them, Ray's doing them. What would stop us from doing crossovers of worlds between the stories, and then having two people come up with one story?
Just your imagination.
Wait, can I do an act real quick?
Yeah.
Nothing.
You know, so
Oh,
there
yeah,
could
Does everybody
there
know
could
what that
be-
is?
No,
Charlie
No.
Manson.
Wow.
he's the scat man.
Remember he did that? Like, I think somebody gave him an interview. He was like, nobody.
Do I seem deranged? Do I seem?
See if you could pull it up. Find Charlie Manson going crazy and says, like,
There's a lot of videos of him.
I know
going
there's a
crazy.
a certain YouTube that says like they asked him who he was, and he went like this crazy, like, and he goes, nobody. Like, so calm. You got to play this.
It was with a female
fucking nuts.
reporter.
Wow.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Joe hit it. He knows.
It was with a female reporter.
So
can't
after
think
this
of her
video, we're gonna go back to Tom's question, and I think this is a great thing. And see, this is enlightening everybody that we can work together. How fucking crazy is that in the world we live in, huh?
Working together? What?
Oh man.
No, working together is not hard. It's just a matter of being on the same page and working the same way.
We got to just
Yeah.
expand out a little bit. We got a lot of white people here. We got to bring some people in, man.
Well, Nick's coming in.
He's clear.
I've
Yeah.
been talking to him.
Is he?
Yeah,
There-
I've been talking to him. He's coming in.
Where's this video? Look at Joe and Charlie.
Well,
That's Joe.
is it the one where he's in the yellow jumper?
I don't know. He's in a lot of shit. Let me look. No, I actually think he's in a blue jacket.
Oh, this one he's in and it's a guy talking to him.
Hold on.
Yeah, he's in a blue denim jacket.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the
Damn
wrong
it,
one
Tom.
then.
Damn it,
That's
Tom.
all right though. Hey,
It's also the same interview they asked. They says,
This
"Well,
one.
how's it
yeah,
feel to be
that's a
convicted
yellow jumper,
murderer?"
isn't it?
Okay, my bad. Go ahead. Go ahead. So everybody
So
watch it. This
I think it's the same one where they asked him if he was, how's it feel to be a convicted murderer, and he says, "Murderer? I didn't murder nobody. If I'd started murdering, if I would
here-
have started murdering, there'd be none of us left."
here's my reenactment. Tell me how I did. Fucking play it.
Still have no idea what you're about. Tell me in a sentence who you are. Nobody.
I feel they went crazier in the other one.
I'm nobody. I'm a tramp, a bum, a hobo. I'm a boxcar and a jug of wine.
Boxcar and a jug of wine.
If you get too close to me. And
What?
then still
But those faces though were funny.
No,
Yeah,
the,
it's funny.
the one you're looking for, he was in a blue denim jacket, and it was
Yeah.
the interview.
All right,
It was the interview with a woman, and his hair. He wasn't.
Yeah. Joe's right.
His
Joe's
hair
right.
wasn't quite
One.
receding on his head yet.
Yeah, so you got to find out. He does like a dance and everything. That fucking crazy shit.
Yeah,
Oh, that.
he actually
know.
kind of throws his chair back
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
when
from
he
the
gets
sketch.
out.
fucking helter skelter. Holy fuck.
because he tries to get a reaction out of the woman. See, the thing is, when Manson would give interviews, you know, the women would go in there and he'd act up more because he wanted to scare them.
Joe, it's too bad you can't put your mouth behind Charlie and make it look like Charlie's talking.
Oh,
shit.
yeah, that's the one I was talking about. Do I seem deranged? Do I feel like get
Oh, can you do it? Wait a minute, guys. Hold on. We have, damn it, Joe, you're back.
Yeah.
If you can make this happen, I'm going to say we have a message from Charlie.
Yeah, right here.
Here we go.
No, that's like a radio show. No one wants to listen to that shit.
Yeah, who wants to listen to radio?
Hey, come on now. I'm on the radio.
That won't work because it just won't work.
All right, play the other clip.
All right, let me.
Love,
I'm
enough
trying
of
to take
dead
that
air.
down now.
Bullshit.
Because it annoys the hell out of me. Because I don't have the
This
green
one.
screen back there no more.
Yeah, let's
That's
see
the one.
him dance.
Jesus Christ.
But he hates women.
All right, you know what? Let's mute this so we don't get copyright.
Yeah, fuck the copyright shit.
You know,
Look at those kung fu moves. Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Yep. Yeah. Quit that
you know how you'll find it? You know the best
Yeah,
way
she
to
kind
find
of looks
it?
like Jim.
All right,
Morrison.
turn that shit off. Let's get back to subject.
There,
Fuck that shit.
there's I'm trying to think of the guy's name. Fuck. He's
Tom,
an
you said
actor.
if all the worlds collide. Let's talk about it.
What?
All the worlds collide.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's nothing that can stop that could have my story intersecting with your story, or even have yours, mine, and Darren's intersecting. The same characters that survive anyway, or even before they died. You know, maybe it's pre your story and they're all still alive, and you know what I mean. Like, I mean,
I'm very open to that. I'm
anything
also
is
very
possible
open
with
to. Here's another thing, Darren, and all BB3 members here. I'm very open to everybody putting input on everybody's story if they want them to. I'm open if you guys want to read my story. If you guys want to add some shit in, I'll gladly send it to you. I
Plus
have it
there
set
are
in multiple places.
multi-dimensional.
Yeah,
issues.
I don't care if I'm not saying, well, you can't write my story because this is my fucking story. No, this is our story. I'll say, if Darren, if you say, well, let me put a couple ideas in it, fuck, you'll have it tonight.
Well, the thing is what I was gonna say is,
knock it off, Tom.
So
Sorry.
I have.
Didn't mean to bring that up.
So CapCut, I could put a whole bunch of shit in the background with music, and do the voiceover of the story, and run it that way.
It's funny you bring up CapCut because I've seen a lot of things lately online on YouTube. A lot of videos coming up where people are becoming like more proficient in it, and they're giving out like tips and tricks and stuff like that with CapCut itself.
And not just the tip.
Yeah, no,
And
man, you get
this game.
all the way down
You
to
get
the
all-
balls. All the way down to the balls.
But no, they got a lot of cool stuff in there, and I use it a lot for a lot of my stuff. I just sent actually a tour video.
Nikki, why you laughing? Jesus of the Christ.
I just finished a tour thing with music and an interview and everything to Lori at the museum because she wanted one because they're going to turn around and make it into a CD to sell.
A CD?
Yeah. Or a
Do
DVD.
people still
whatever.
buy them?
No.
So
A CD? Yeah. You know, I'm thinking that way too.
Going old school.
Dead Air.
Yeah.
A CD. You brought to Dead Air with a CD and a DVD. And you made me think about like,
well, I don't have the means to have a Blu-ray because it absolutely has to have.
I don't even know where you get a Blu-ray anymore.
A driver and shit.
Yeah.
Well,
And
you can
streamline
play
it easier.
you can
can't
play
stream-
Blu-ray
streaming.
DVDs
It's
in
all
the
about streaming now.
Xbox and
Yeah, in your
I
game
think
consoles.
PlayStation.
Yeah.
yeah.
Everything is streamed now. That's the thing. Everything is streamed. Nothing is with physical media anymore, and that sucks.
I think you might be coming to a solid point, though. It's my point that I made earlier, like exchanging back to our old crowds. I think that it would still exist if we make DVDs and they get like permanent copies. Say, say everyone made this story thing and everybody put it on DVD, and we put it for sale on BB3, $2-3 for the entire DVD, $2 or $3 just to keep us going and our software going. What's wrong with that? I think people would listen, right? In their car. And of course, we're going to Spotify it, Apple, iTunes, all that shit. But I think a crowd who doesn't know how to do that shit still wants to listen to the story. Fuck it. I think that's a great idea. Darren, nice job. This is what it comes to. I think everybody applause.
I don't have an applause.
But the thing is though, if it's a DVD, they can say they can air it somewhere else. Say, "Oh shit, look at this motherfucker."
Yeah, well,
Crazy little son of a bitch.
I think that's a good idea, actually. Darren, I hate to give up ideas on BB3 out on the air, but at the same time, fuck it. We're here. This is live. They can't steal from us. They can only
They can't.
kind of ride our fucking coattails. I'm very proud of this entire crew for actually taking the opportunities to do this. I really am, man. Like, I'm satisfied with the people coming forward to do this. Here's the next topic. After, not the next topic. We're going to keep going back in, but after I was told this was a bad idea because I need to focus more on BB3 and getting everybody in line. Why? So the more pressure I had with the, let me talk about when you make a network. Tom and I started years back. We started with other networks and things like that. I want everybody's point of view on this one too, because everybody's word counts and include everybody in their comment section. So you want to make it in life, right? Everybody wants to make it. Everybody wants to do the right thing. You're going to drop dead at some point. You want to kind of make your fucking niche. Everybody wants to be rich and shit like that, but it's easier to work together than fucking be selfish and then like kind of take money from people and things like that. Also talk shit behind each other's back when you try to, make things work. And then you add people to a network, create, and everybody starts drama to stir up your little pot to hate everybody. And then you're saying, fuck it. And you don't want to do it no more. And then you stick to the people who want to do it. And then you got to stir the pot again because pricks still want to put their 2 cents in.
The process is never ending, it seems.
It's a never ending process. And this is where I ended it. And I talked to Tom. So personal chats with people are more receptive. I don't give a fuck about these big group chats anymore.
Yeah, no.
Because somebody's going to get offended because you're giving somebody else props. God forbid I say thank you for having such a good fucking show or thank you for having a good process here. Well, why didn't you say that to me? Well, because at the moment,
show sucked.
Well,
no,
when it comes down to it, maybe.
Yeah.
But I've never put down anybody's fucking show here. Never put down a network. Never put down I have put down a couple networks because.
Well, I had to think about that when you said that.
They stuck that little driver first. You see where that knife would be at the corner of my fucking thing? Yeah, I never pull out the knife first, but we could go there anyway. It's one of these things where. What was my point?
Back shows, group chats.
Yeah, no, the group chat fucking the last straw for me was when I lost 2 more people in BB3 because of bullshit drama. 2 really big shows that I had in my heart, knowing that everybody would want to watch. I still plan on making my way to meet these 2 people in order to get them on the network because I already did that much to reach out to them to get them here. I didn't do anything to fucking lose them. Somebody else in the network did. Right, Tom? Because of buddies. Yeah. So what I did, you're right there. So what they did was they put the dagger in me. They gave me an ultimatum, and I wasn't taking no ultimatum, right? Yeah. And they left the network. So I said to Tom, fuck them. I'm leaving the entire group.
About time.
Nick, this is Nick, and now we got to talk about the fucking Fireside Jazz again. Long story short, story short, I'm not dealing with a group of people anymore.
Group chats.
Anybody who's brought in here, group texts I don't give a shit about your feelings, how you feel about somebody else. it gave me so much anxiety that I wanted to quit this goddamn fucking network 100 times
man-
over.
This
I
man that
don't-
just came in got to see some of that drama
Yeah,
that
he
happened in
did.
those group chats.
And actually Darren did too.
Yeah.
That shit. And they stuck together. I will never do a group chat again. Learning my own lesson in a network is showing the top of the chain, and everybody stays at the top of the chain. There is no top of the chain. You are not better than each fucking person here. You stick together. A wolf pack. How it started, you fucking morons. Who, if you're ever gonna watch and wondering what we're doing, thank you for that. But yeah, man, I don't fuck around with that. And I can tell you this: on top of losing people here, I have actually gained a closer relationship with people that I have lost here and left here, and we will always stay friends. And everybody knows who that main name would be without saying names, but I love them to death, and I'll go to goddamn war for them. Just we can't work together.
Right.
That's all. That's
By
all.
the way, there is a new show starting on Fridays.
What's that?
I'm starting a new show on Fridays.
Okay.
Really?
Friday night card night.
Whatever you want to do.
Oh,
There's
nice.
It's
So-
tarot card readings.
Oh,
do whatever you
cool.
want.
So
Oh, cool.
the first show was this past Friday. So
Mm-hmm.
and that's with Kathy Polzin.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Right on.
So she's pretty cool. She's new to streaming, and I'm trying to help her grow her business as well. So
Nice.
Good.
If you want to, if you
Sorry,
want to share
Nikki,
that
go
to
on,
my
go on.
page, and more, that's okay. If you want to share that to my page, you're more than welcome to, because I like to do. Short story for people who don't know who I am. My team's called Perth Paranormal, and we do everything paranormal, from mediumship to going out doing investigations to doing shows, doing Tom's World, Things Network, BB3. We pretty much just provide a
TV.
safe space where people can come. Yeah,
yeah,
people
I mean,
can come together and
I used to do the tarot stuff with my friend Cynthia, but she just doesn't really have time to do it anymore.
Yep.
So I just like, well, hey, let's try it with her. What's Cassie? And Cassie is more open to do it on Fridays when it works for her and stuff like that. So they're just a 1 hour, 1 card pull for readings. That's all they are.
Nikki, I want you to do something
that's cool.
real quick. I felt the
Yes.
confidence in your heart. I could feel you from here. I could feel the pulsate, right? Honestly.
Oh, thanks.
I want you to redo that again, but I am going to put you on the spot. Truly.
Oh,
I remember there was a night, and you said you would interview me on your show.
Fuck.
I'm down to do it. Anytime you want to do a podcast, you let me know.
Yeah.
And we'll
Okay,
talk
cool.
in time when you can join here. But you got to be comfortable first. I want you to re-say every fucking thing you just did. Give yourself a 3-second pause when you see it. 3-second pause, and put that chin up. Confidence.
Okay, cool. Hi guys, it's Nikki from Paranormal Perth. Pretty much my channel is for a place where people can come together and unite and have a safe place to talk about the paranormal, Things Network, BB3 TV, Tom's World. Anyone that wants to come and have a chat, you're more than welcome to join. And back to BB3 Network.
You're goddamn right.
TV.
Don't forget that. That's real personality right there, coming from Australia. Love it.
Nikki, can you send me a friend request?
My mom wants to know what time is that, Darren? What's that,
Of course,
Nikki? Go ahead.
obviously, I can speak from experience, chatting with Nikki a number of times. I mean, not necessarily on the channel, but in some way, it's always been a pleasure chatting with her. So, oh, Jesus.
Oh my God, what the hell was that?
Wasn't ready for
No.
that one.
Dude, all serious aside, Nick, I love the way you said that. Nikki has been fucking amazing through and through. I only knew her for a brief period of time. She has been her wholesome heart, fucking true personality. She would not be here today with us, with this group of fucking craziness and our bloodline and what we do, if we do not care about her. We love her.
Yes.
Well, I just met
Thank
her
you,
tonight,
Nikki.
so it's nice.
Yep.
This is your first time meeting her?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Indeed. She's been a lot of us, man. So my mom wants to know what time is this, Darren?
What time
Tarot
is what?
chat.
The 1 card chat?
Yeah, whatever it
Okay,
was.
so the 1 card polls will be on Friday nights at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
7 p.m. my time.
So that would be my time. Tom, what time would that be my time?
Are you like 3 hours?
To make that easier so it doesn't come up in dead time, we're not doing
PM,
math here. I'm
AM.
going to get anxiety with fucking numbers. Fuck numbers. We're
Well,
just going to
Darren,
write this shit down. We're going to put it on BB3 and watch it when the fuck it's there.
Well, yeah, when it comes up, it'll reflect your time and not.
Actually, I kept my mom up there. I actually sound like I was screaming at her. Watch this when the fuck we put it up. I forgot to pull the comment down.
Yeah, it's just
Right.
something that I think that a lot of people will enjoy to do. It was slow Friday, but that's because it was the first time we did it. So the more people
always
know
the
that we're
first
doing
time.
it, it'll pop a little bit more.
See, Friday I wouldn't have known because I was here with Stephanie, so I didn't even have Facebook up, much less know what was going on.
I mean, it's just we'll see how far it goes. I mean, if
we were
will
watching
that
the
be
fire.
in the evening?
Yes.
Afternoon, evening?
Yep.
Okay, so Nikki, that'll be about 9 a.m. out your time, because it'll be 11 my time.
Boy, this match
Because we're 2 hours apart.
Yeah, so 90.
Oh, you're from Australia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Robert is.
Yeah,
That's
that's why I made the comment when
Tell
I
you
was.
what, we'll do this.
Yeah, there you go.
We
That
got those
works,
two
yeah.
together now.
Mm.
I still have to have Mr.
And for
Billy on my show. You got to
that one, and that one, Birdie!
Oh, fuck.
Birdie!
Birdie!
I get it. That's awesome.
That's
That's that golf shit. That they
Yeah, man.
Oh my gosh. We did a
There is
5-hour show.
There is another golf game that we could play. It's called Golf with Friends. I haven't played it yet. I haven't downloaded it yet. I don't know how much it is, but there is another one, and it's different. I'll say that.
It's different.
Yeah, but
Oh,
you gotta be careful because some of those on Steam uses the VR technology, so you can't use them.
VR.
Well, you have that in Golf It too. There is an option for VR on it.
Really?
Right.
So
But
you just pick
That's
the
allowed VR.
right version when you start it. and you're all right.
Nick, don't
Why
make
do
me
you have
play that in
fucking
VR.
black shit growing on your head? Move forward again. What the fuck? That looks really cool.
It's like
He had like these black spots going through his head, like I'm watching a fucking alien movie.
like a
Like
vampire
Venom is
with
taking
horns.
over. Speaking of movies coming up, I'm looking forward to seeing Bike Rider. Has everyone seen the previews of that? Bike Rider, Garfield, and fucking the Mad Max. What are your thoughts, really fast and spurt of the moment question?
I'm ready for the new Russell Crowe Exorcist one.
Yeah.
Why is he doing
yeah.
another one? Isn't that kind of weird? 2 Exorcists in a row with the first one fucking blow so much. I actually liked it. That they had to do a second one, or did he play such a good role that they got to cast him again?
He did a good
Yeah, no,
job in
really.
that first one, so I think this is gonna be a different, more of a established character for him. I think
That's cool. I think it's great. I can't fucking wait for it either. Nick,
came out
welcome to
Friday.
the show, you fucker.
I'm sorry I was late. I was actually out for a walk with my mom. I was working out again.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
That's
dude,
nice.
I love it to death. I wanted to talk to you tonight about the Fireside Tales, which you know about the stories, which we're gonna
Yes.
like briefly speak to you about. How do you feel about the Fireside Tales in general?
Well, to be honest, I think it's definitely very great.
I think the music killed him out. Wait,
No,
hold
I
on,
don't
Nick.
think that's
Hold
it.
your thought. Pause.
That's paused.
Pause.
Yeah, we can't hear you at all.
Can you hear me?
That was
Can you hear me
creepy.
now?
Fuck.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
variety
I
commercial.
think it's definitely a really great idea.
What?
I
Hey?
And I love the laugh. Nick's laugh is the best.
It-
You will die in my story, and you have to do this laugh. You are going
Yeah.
to die too.
like I said though, I love how it was partially inspired from my audiobooks, which again I've been working on them these last few days, and see
I'm
it
still waiting for that
expand
one
more.
to
I
come
think to see it expand even more, I definitely see it. Definitely
Yeah.
it's definitely something to be seen. So it's definitely awesome.
with that, like before we did your audiobooks, like these are things that I've loved. And then like we did what did we do with you? The soup, the nightmare soup.
The Nightmare Soup book.
Well,
Yeah,
you
so-
did the first round. I
Yeah.
did a second one, which still hasn't come out yet.
So
Yeah.
with Nick, it's kind of cool. We did the Nightmare Soup with them. We did some audio on there, and he actually kind of got to it first. We peddled
Yeah.
in this fucking idea for a while, and then like because we were working with BB3 so fucking much as far as dealing with the dickheads at the beginning, that we didn't really get to enjoy what we really wanted to do. So Nick wrote us and said, "Will you be a part of our fucking stories and shit like that?" And we did actually. The girl I see, fucking, she did a voiceover in there, and I did a voiceover. Tom did his own story. Everybody was part of it. Actually, it was a great fucking thing. I really enjoyed it, and I said, you know what, we're gonna fire up this. So 3 years later now, as we're getting BB3 more structured, it's never gonna work, but it did. So now we're doing the Fireside Tales, which is the story tales that I actually wrote with my friend named Dell, who's part of the network, who does a real estate show here. We sat in a room when we had no money. We're trying to make it in Hollywood before I went to college and met people and all that type of shit. We sat on a fucking couch in an orange room in my old room in my parents' house, and we wrote stories all night, and we called it the Campfire Tales. And we wrote 15-minute little shorts, like, because a minute is a page. So we would write a minute a page, and we would just fucking hit each other's stories all night. And then we would share each other's stories to each other and then adding each other's stories. So this is where the Campfire Tales really derives from, where the fire really does come. The Campfire Tales is more than a fire. And then kind of let me throw this out there. Are You Afraid of the Dark? Which was one of my favorite shows. Which was great. So all the friends got together, they all threw their dust in, and they all listened to a story together. So it all hits back to the nostalgia of what we said in the beginning. Remember that word I said, remember? It was here in the beginning.
Throw in one other thing about that.
Yeah.
I actually had somebody ask me this question 2 years ago. It was when I actually became a speaker at a Paracon for the very first time. And it was, in fact, if you guys remember, I did a special slideshow. It wasn't necessarily even paranormal. It was when I was talking about the 10 most most notorious creepypasta stories.
Creepypasta. Joe smoked it.
No, creepypasta. Creepypasta. Like Slender Man and that kind of stuff. I remember somebody asking me, like, saying, is there like kind of a meaning to like these creepypasta stories? Like, is there anything like cute involved in these stories? And I give a very good answer. And this actually kind of goes with these campfire stories. When we tell these stories, including these audiobooks too, we're doing something that we have basically been doing for thousands of years. Because, most people always think when it comes to like telling scary stories, and especially for my research, it was only recently like shows from Are You Afraid of the Dark, when the reality is this has been going on for centuries. So kind of going back to that word, remember, it's kind of carrying on that tradition that we've done for so many centuries.
You hit it right on the fucking head.
Now, I happen to have both of our stories up that we did for Nick.
Let's do them. Are we allowed to play them?
Yours is very, very low in volume, so I don't know how it's going to come.
I don't know how that did that. I had it on high volume, but
I had it on high volume too. Like if it was low when I was editing it, I did raise the volume, so you should be able to hear it.
It's kind of one of these things where it's like you go back and listen to it, like, yeah, I could have did better and shit like that, but I had fun with it too. That's the whole point. I had a fucking good time, and the one girl I see. That's a fact. One girl is actually in it too.
Yes, she is.
Well,
I did that because she wanted something new to do. She's new here in the United States, and she wanted something fun to do with people. And Nick brought this opportunity, and I said, "Fucking, let's do this together." I wrote Nick. I said, "Do you mind if I let somebody be a part of this?" He said, "Absolutely, just fucking do it." And we did it. We had fun.
We'll play yours first. And let me know if it's too low. I mean, I have my volume turned all the way up.
As long as Nick's okay with it. Is Nick cool with it?
Yeah, please, seriously, share them. That's also what the entire.
My phone is about dead.
Oh, really?
Darren, if you lose out, thank you, brother.
Thank you for coming on.
Or let me know.
When they come. Desiree.
Right now.
Messing with the channels, Nathan.
Yeah, I can hear it.
He
Okay.
and his little sister were staying at the grandparents for the weekend. And Desiree kept fiddling. It's very. It is low.
Yeah, it is actually kind of low. Yeah.
Yeah, it's no good.
Okay. I mean, if you have headphones, it's different. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, all right, well, then.
And I know I could do better with the acting part. We were just kind of going back to, but you know what? The whole thing was we had fun. Like, but I thought it actually turned out good as well. Nick, did you hate it?
No, I was impressed with it. Seriously.
Yeah,
I mean,
see?
and a lot of people have also asked, like when I made this first project, like, did I ever have a favorite, involved? Well, and I can give the honest answer for it. Honest to God, I really didn't truly have a favorite, with with a particular audiobook from everyone that volunteered in it. Yours, Tom, you guys doing the stories, I think they were both great. Everybody who was in this project, I thought they were all great.
Yeah,
so I don't
and
really
see,
have a favorite.
That's a great point, Nick, as you bring up, like, as we're all making stories, like this is not a competition for anybody. This is for us to work together. If anyone ever asked me that question, I would probably say, how dare you?
Exactly, because when I first put this together, I mean, my intention was obviously make the calls and basically put together a group of different podcast hosts who would be interested in wanting to take part in it. And it was just a full-on success, which I can't wait to see again with this new project I'm putting together.
Well, Nick, what are you writing a story for the Fireside Tales yet, or what?
Not yet, because like I said, as of right now, I got it. So as I said before, with what I'm doing right now is, and this is the reason why the secondary group project's been taking so long, is I've recently discovered that unfortunately for the audiobooks that I've done just with myself recording them, like when I first started doing this, unfortunately there were a lot of hidden mistakes that I wish I had the knowledge then than I do now. There was a lot of mispronunciations. There were times I was just reading way too fast, so I've had to go back and fix them. And what I'm actually doing right now is, in addition to the new one that I'm still working on, I'm basically re-releasing some of my audiobooks just so they didn't have that rush tone or mispronounce. So it is going to be a while before I write any stories.
That's fine. As long as you do it in the next 20 days, it's good. Just fucking with you.
I know you didn't need to edit. You didn't need to edit mine.
No, it's not yours. It's not yours. It's not from this. It's not actually from this audiobook project. Like I said, these other ones are from the audiobooks that only I narrated.
Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, just one thing. Nick, I'm going to ask you for the time to actually do some voiceovers in this. Not much, because you're going to die in it.
Oh, okay.
But, I do want you to be a big part of it. And then when you're ready to do your story, all open.
Yeah, and you can take as many takes. You can take as many takes as you need to with Nick, the audio, and I'll edit it down. It doesn't matter.
And your name is Pickles. Your nickname. You are Pickles, and you will die.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
You know what? I mean, you got to stop being such a pussy about it. Oh, look, I said the P word.
Oh, Stephanie's going to have your ass.
Now that's it. We're done.
Ah,
well, let me know if this one
Nikki wrote me. She'll be back in. She's having a little problems.
Yeah, she gets.
Oh, hey,
Jeremy York, what's up? You're more than welcome to join in. You got the link.
Hey, Jeremy.
Let me see if this one. All right, cool.
Darren, much love, brother.
Thanks for being here, man.
Take care, John.
Absolutely.
Good to see you.
Stay tuned for Darren Buss on his new show in the Fireside Tales.
That's right.
Friday nights,
yes. 8 p.m. Central Time for one card tarot pulls.
Death of a pickle.
All right.
Like doing one pulls.
Later, Pickles.
Dom.
So let me know if this one comes through just as low as the other one does. I'm not sure if it doesn't. In my earbuds, it doesn't, but we'll see. The shortcut.
No, it's good.
Oh,
we're going to be late.
That's much better.
Jennifer sat in the passenger seat with her arms crossed. I
Why
swear,
is
we're
mine
never
so
on
low?
time
Nick,
for anything.
what the
It's
fuck
almost
did you
8:30.
do?
Tommy jumped in the driver's seat. Notice the one guy's name is Tommy in this.
Why is mine so low,
cool.
Nick? Why?
I don't
Why do you
how
I
it
don't
was
know.
recorded.
I really don't know, to be honest with you.
Jesus
Yeah.
of the Christ.
The shortcut. We're going to be late. Jennifer sat in the passenger seat with her arms crossed. I swear, we're never on time for anything. It's almost 8:30. Tommy jumped in the driver's seat and quickly fired up the truck. Don't worry, I know a shortcut. We'll get to the party on time, and who cares if we're 5 or 10 minutes late?
I love
It's
it.
a surprise party, Tommy. It kind of defeats the purpose if we show up after the actual surprise. Tommy and Jennifer headed down the road. Tommy then took an unfamiliar turn. Where is this supposed shortcut? Jennifer asked anxiously. Just past Joppa Road. It should cut our drive time by about 15 minutes. Joppa? Seriously? That place creeps me out.
Look at the comment. Death of a pickle.
Tommy smirked as he turned
Yeah, I
down the
know.
radio. What's the matter? You believe all those ridiculous stories? Witches, black magic, all that nonsense? It's just a creepy place. Have you ever seen that old abandoned church? They haven't even bothered to tear it down. Tommy laughed. Okay, I'll drive by it fast.
All right, take it down.
The
Make
couple
them go to the
continued
fucking
driving
website
until
and
they
watch
came
it.
to an
Done
old
deal.
road. What?
It's enough of a fucking tease.
It's
awesome.
Well, it is a 5-minute video. I'll
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah, they're kind of long, but yeah, it's most of these stories are pretty short.
That's awesome.
That's
That was,
cool.
dude, I had a good time with this shit. And it's something I
Yeah.
wanted to do, and we're doing it, man. So fucking Nick, you're going to be a big part of it.
Yeah, and there's actually I should let you guys know about this ahead of time. I'm going on their page right now, which of course I also can't thank the Nightmare Soup page enough for allowing us to do this. They're actually putting together another series, I guess. And this one, it's going to be called Nightmare Soup Bloody Bites. And it's, I don't know what to expect in these stories, but it should be another round of true horror. But they've been making a number of more books. I mean, they're really going out with these books. So I can definitely see us involved in several of these projects.
Well, good.
This
As
one-
we move forward, yeah, we're going to fucking all work together on
Yeah.
everything that we do.
As I would say, and I'm speaking this out for Nightmare Soup, the actual Facebook page and group itself. The more books they come out with, the more stories, the better for us.
Yeah. Good deal. So there's always good news on the horizon on all bad days, isn't there?
Definitely.
Yeah. So I think the end of the topic should be this. We are at an hour and 22 minutes. And I think everybody should put their thoughts into this. And I thought about this a lot because as we go through life, right? No matter what we do, no matter what age, no matter, you think about all those years past, what you should have did, what you should have did different, or what we should do now, and this horse shit that we run through in life, and the fucking sickness, the health, and the fucking gods, and all this type of shit. What makes us not give up? Why follow the dream?
Definitely.
Why? That's the question. Why? We're going to end it with this. We're going to go out strong here. And we're going to go out with letting people fucking go back and watch them. We're going to watch their stories about Nazi fucking pumpkins.
So that's just playing the seed there.
Yeah. Let's start with Chris.
Why keep following?
Yeah. Why keep going?
Why keep going? Why keep going? I keep going, and it might sound cheesy and all that, just for family. So, do them good, do them proud. They love me. I want to make sure I keep pushing on.
It's a good answer.
I think for me, it's motivation. And, even if you have a bad day, there's always some type of light at the end of the tunnel that you could, that could get you back into being in a good mood, if that does make sense. And I think also due to the fact that, especially since I've gotten to know you guys for so long, I have the secondary family out there that I could be with, enjoy, hang out with, have fun with. Just a very, very positive and comforting feeling for me.
Well, you actually just spiderwebbed to Chris just now.
Yeah.
That's actually great. Great answer. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah,
I mean, keep going.
Yeah, basically that's actually all I got to say, but that's what keeps me going.
My coworker, I want to jump back in real quick,
Go ahead.
said one time, and I'll never forget it, I was having a shitty day. She said, just remember, Chris, you'll never have a day just like this one ever again. And I was like, That's true, and it cheered me up
Yep.
so much. And so I keep that in mind all the time.
So what's great about that is on fact that you might have had a bad day, you might have a bad day, and then you could re-say that word. You're never gonna have a bad day like you just had again because you're not gonna let that shit happen again, right?
Exactly. That's how I took it. Yeah.
Very good, very good. Who wants next?
I have multiple reasons to keep going. You know,
Ray. And
I got my
we're adding
dad.
this. Jeremy York says, "Why keep moving forward? Because I got too much shit to do." I believe you.
Yep.
Yeah.
I believe you. Ray,
That's all part of it.
everybody say why you keep going. I find
Like-
writing a stress relief for me. Keep
Yeah.
writing. Keep fucking writing and don't fucking stop.
Oh,
mean-
yes. Now, this is an important comment of what Jeremy just wrote.
Being that I almost died 3 years ago made me realize that there's not enough. That's fucking. I see it every day.
There's not
Yeah.
enough time to do everything. and
I
that's-
give
that's the
time of
point.
death every day to people at work, and I realize
jeez.
I look at their life as far as when they were born to that time, and I'm like, man, this is fucking not good, man. This
Yeah.
is not good
No.
news.
You have to find reasons to keep going, and sometimes they're right in front of you. I mean, like me, I got my dad. Obviously, like I've been taking care of him since 2016. With everything that he's had going on, I got my son. I mean, he's 27 years old. He's his own man now. Well,
I
he's
guess
his own-
my mom's leaving. She said, fuck us in it.
Yeah.
What
I didn't
the
mean to cut
hell?
you off, Tom. I need you to go back to that. I think she's saying it. I bet you she Googled that shit why she wasn't commenting the entire time and
Wow.
fucking wrote it out there.
It took her
But
that
that's a
whole
good- that's a
time
good
for
saying.
the last hour and a half
Yeah.
to Google it. I love you, Pat. You know,
But
I
Tom,
do.
you're answering the question. Go back.
Like,
right from
yeah,
the
so we
start.
got my dad, who I've been taking care of since 2016, since he had all his issues. I have my son, who he's his own adult now, and you know, but I'm still here for him always. I have Stephanie, she's the light of my life, her and Tommy both.
Yeah.
But then there's also, I want to keep doing the content that I do for my YouTube channel, for BB3,
Yeah.
for everything. Like, it's just you got to find reasons. If you don't have reasons that are presented in front of you, you have to find the reasons to always keep going. And having an online presence is a good way of doing that. You know, because people will follow you, people will love you, people will be there for you. Yeah,
Yep.
you're going to have a bunch of haters. It's always going to happen because a lot of people online are assholes. You know, keyboard warriors and whatnot.
Yeah.
But like, for the most part, people are going to love you for who you are, as long as you are who you are and you're not putting something fake out there. Just be who you are.
I wish you would have cried with that. That would actually been pretty emotional.
just-
We're really
You
getting
know, I just,
You know what, Morty? You could have done better. I'm just
oh, you know, I keep trying and I just can't find
That's a good-
way, Rick.
But it truly, that's good points all the way through and through. Let's
Love it.
throw the
Love
spear
it,
to
Tom.
Robert. What do you think?
I keep going for my boys, and just to basically prove that I can, because dealing with only the one leg now, got to keep on going with that, and just show that it's not going to inhibit me from doing what I want to do.
Yeah. You're a strong motherfucker. I can tell you that. I've watched
Yeah.
what you've been through, and god damn it, I couldn't do it. I don't think I could do it. I know I couldn't do it. I don't know how you do it. And you still sit here with a fucking smile on your face
Yep.
enjoying these
Yeah.
fucking shows.
I definitely
just don't
cannot
get
do
it.
it with the levity that you have. I would be so morbid. You
Well,
know?
I just
So
think of it
I
this
give
way, that-
kudos to you for that.
I think of it this way: if you yeah, if you can't laugh about something, you're gonna cry about it. So you may as well laugh.
There's the mom for you right there. Love you all. I know she means that.
Yeah.
I
She
spent
better
some time
love
with
me.
her.
If you don't love me, I'll have to go down to Florida and kick some ass. I'm just
If you ever fucking come to this fucking shithole state, Joe, you're up.
What?
Wait,
Huh? What?
wait, what?
Got some bad news.
What was the question?
Oh, for fuck.
What keeps
Why
you
keep
going? Now, you of all people, and we saved the best for last. So, come on now,
Yo,
you have the most experience in this.
I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I don't know what keeps me going. I know I always told them in the hospital that if I lost my sense of humor, it's time to bury me.
Well, that's because you have security.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I
There you go.
see what I did.
Yeah.
Your head, you get security.
Yeah.
So, cutie. I'm gonna
But
end this
you
in a
know,
minute.
I'm
in a
doing the
moment.
online thing, you know,
Go ahead. Go.
not for fame, not for money. You know, I'm doing it because I want my kids to have more than just pictures. You know, my grandkids to have more than just pictures when I'm gone. You
Right.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Give props to Jeremy there, right there.
Yeah,
We'll keep it up for a
absolutely,
moment.
Jeremy.
I'll keep it up there. Everybody, read it.
which,
Go
by the way, I
add
gotta
him as a
share-
friend. Check out the networks.
I gotta say too, I'm gonna share this out.
Sure.
It was 4 years ago today that Jeremy and I became Facebook friends, and you know, it's amazing the path that it's gone throughout these 4 years. You know, not only working with him, but also being a very good friend and basically another brother of mine. It's been an absolute pleasure, working with the guy
Indeed.
for 4 years.
You know
And-
what? It's
and of
been
course,
about 4 years that we've been friends.
well, about the same time. Well,
Yeah.
we met around 4 years ago, but I think it was in the later part of 2020 I friended you, Tom.
It was about a year and a half ago. I jump scared somebody on this.
Yeah,
video.
you did.
And I'm
still haven't
grateful for
fully
every
recovered.
second since then.
Yeah, I've never been the same since. Still haven't recovered from that.
So before I end this, I'm not going to tell anybody what keeps me going. I'm not going to. I'm just
Oh,
not.
that's good.
I'm going to keep it a secret because I fucking hate everything, but I love everything too. So I'm going to keep it at the 50-50. But what I'm going to ask before I fucking just call it a day, I'm going to ask everyone to touch their heart 3 times and go, "Hey yo," right?
Hey, yo.
And I'm going to put this
Hey-yo.
up for my mom for
Okay.
fucking tomorrow. So as soon as we're done with that AO, I'm ending this shit. Subscribe,
Love you
like,
all.
share,
Love you all.
follow BB3 TV, and most importantly, enjoy. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, yo.
AO!
Hey-yo.